We thought we made it when he got the World Cup for us, but it appears we are just beginning, and therefore now I would request Imran Khan to give you an idea of the progress we made. Mr. Imran Khan.
Ladies and gentlemen, throughout my 21-year cricket career, I came across three types of players. The first type was the type of cricketer, when he got selected in the team, he was bemused. He didn't know what he was doing. He didn't know why he was in the team. God had gifted him with talent, but he always never quite understood what he was doing in the team. And normally they never lasted long. The second type of cricketers, which over my career I remember, were the ones who played for themselves. You know, they were talented cricketers. They played for their own averages. They played for the bowlers only wanted to know how many wickets they got. The team did not matter that much. And the third type of cricketers were the ones who were team players. The players who actually, when the team was in trouble, these players were always there to help you. When the chips were down, you knew that these were the players to rely on. When I stopped playing cricket or when I was still playing cricket and started my fundraising, I discovered that in the world too, there are the three types of people who exist. One are the type who don't know what they're doing on this earth. They know they are born, you know, they are here, but they never have a purpose in life. You know, in Urdu, the wonderful line, that din hua, raat hui, yu hi zindagi tamam hui. Meaning that, you know, there's never any purpose to their existence. The second type of people who I came across during my fundraising were the ones who all who want to do is to make money for themselves, make more and more money, and more is never enough. I mean, when there's one house, there has to be two, or there has to be one in, you know, south of France and so on. I mean, there's never ever, I find that they never actually understand when they've got enough. And they basically look at themselves, they live for themselves, and they don't care. I mean, the Art Malik is here. I think that film was excellent, City of Joy, where actually in that film, we saw this wonderful scene where the rich people actually had built this wall. The idea was that this wall between him and the poor people, because they didn't want to know that the poor people existed. And sadly, that's what I discovered. When I started my fundraising, I expected that, you know, all the people some of the people who went to school with me, extremely rich, I thought I would be able to get a lot of money from them. But when the fundraising, when I actually went to them, I mean, I never forget in Lahore, we had this event where we had a 2,000 rupees ticket, which most people can afford. And Nusrat Fateh Ali, who's here, he was performing there. And I found that some of the richest people came on complimentary tickets. And, you know, some of the poorest people, the chauffeur who drove me there, he actually paid and went in. And, you know, that was sort of the beginning. I mean, it was a sort of, for me, it was a discovery in life that I suddenly realized that, you know, money has nothing to do with the richness. And that is exactly what the third type of people, I think, exist in this world, people who actually are rich from inside, who actually live for other people. And my whole idea of telling you this is that in Pakistan, where we have so much talent, I mean, we have, in cricket, if you see, we have no cricket structure. Really, it is the only country in the world where under 19 cricketers jump straight into test teams. It never happens anywhere in the world. There is actually no first-class cricket structure. We have club cricketers. Wasim Akram, for instance, was a club cricketer. Club cricketer who came to give the regular test team some practice. And we all discovered that he was better than the bowlers we had selected. And that's because he had never played first-class cricket. So from club cricket, he jumped straight into test cricket. There are about 4 cricketers who from under 19 jumped into test cricket. Now, there is no structure, yet we have that talent. In squash, in Oxford, where I studied, there were more squash courts than the whole of Pakistan. and yet we have Jahangir and Jan Sher Khan. In bridge, we have Zia Mahmood. There's hardly any bridge, and Zia Mahmood, arguably one of the best bridge players in the world. And of course, scientists like Abdus Salam, Nobel Prize winner. So we have the talent. There's no teamwork. We have actually a situation in Pakistan where there's incredible wealth and there is not one cancer hospital. Thanks to Amitabh Bachchan, thanks to Mick Jagger, other celebrities, Jerry Hall, Marie Helvin, thanks to them that you've come. And especially there are some of the people who've been coming here every year. And I really want to thank you. And also, I would just like to thank Amitabh Bachchan. I would just like to say that we had heard a lot about him. I had heard a lot about him. I'd seen his films. But I would really like to thank him. I met him once, and he very kindly, first time, agreed to come and help us. And really, I'm overwhelmed. Anytime I can help any cause of yours, I would be most willing to help. And I hope that the tension we have between the two communities can be reduced by us working together. I would like to thank the ace Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan, who has specially come. He's, as you know, he's a professor in music in Washington University. He's specially come for this show, and he's always helped us. In fact, and I think he's going to help us until we raise the necessary money. Thank you very much.
I feel very privileged to be here with all of you this evening, and in particular with Mr. Imran Khan. In an effort to put up a hospital which, as he has himself said, will go to help those who are going to be without means. I'm honored to be here with you, Mr. Imran Khan. And I'd like to say that if in the future there is any effort where you will require my help, I shall certainly be there. Yes.
I would now like to introduce the star of this evening, the illustrious Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan.
हज़रात, मैं कोई मुकर्रर नहीं हूँ, एक फ़नकार हूँ, सिर्फ चंद जुमले कहूँगा। और ये इमरान खान जो मेरे भाई हैं, मेरे दोस्त हैं, जो इतना बड़ा नेकी का काम कर रहे हैं, मैं इनके साथ हर लम्हा शरीक हूँ। और इनको जब भी मेरी ज़रूरत, जहाँ भी कहीं मेरी ज़रूरत होगी, मैं इनके साथ इंशाअल्लाह कदम ब कदम साथ चलूँगा।